turning everything you know about physical therapy on its ear. That's what Tom DeLonzo Baker from Total Motion Physical Therapy is doing. I am so fascinated listening to your whole philosophy and theory. It's completely different than anything else.
It completely is, and that's why you've got to see it work, and you've got to hear it, why it works, and again, feel it work again and again and again, because it really has turned everything we know about pain relief upside down, and even function enhancement upside down.
And this is to really illustrate this point. I mean, you did a session with me where I had a very painful hip flexor, and you showed me, you had me do a couple of different assessments, and then within 10 minutes it was fixed. It just is befuddling to me, and you have people all over the world contacting you now.
All over the world. So let's just show them what we were talking about, because you and I have sat here and talked just
I think it takes a couple times of really letting this sink in for someone to understand why your method works.
Honestly, it takes about 4 sessions for somebody's mind to begin to wrap around, because the paradigm is so much different and it's so much more effective. And thankfully, I don't have to go around and try to talk about it. All I have to do is prove it and show it, and then you go, okay, I'll listen to you.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So essentially, your body can heal itself using the correct methods. Or your methods.
Well, no, I mean, I just observe the body, and basically what it says is, but basically what it's doing is just putting you back in alignment.
Okay.
All right, but well, let's just show something, okay?
Okay, all right.
When you were here last, this was a thing that felt really stretchy to you.
Sure,
right?
yes.
So I want to talk
this
about
was
that.
very, very tender.
Very, very tight. And you would have said, ooh, I need to stretch that. Now go over to the other side, though.
Okay.
And then you would say, oh, that one's no problem. See, with that one you feel like you can lengthen, and there's no problem, right? Well, the reason is, come on back, is that lengthening is a positive thing. It feels good. Stretching feels like something's resisting you. It doesn't feel good. We are about doing the things on the other side of the body that do feel good, all right, and they want to move. And what everything that we're doing is actually realigning your pelvis and your spine and all the big joints of your body.
So when it looks like you're working with extremities, you're in fact actually working with everything in the spine and the core area.
Right. When we were doing this and fixing you, you had probably the biggest relief with an arm raise.
Yeah.
And so as you're doing an arm raise, people think that's an arm raise, but if you were really to feel it, you felt it. Actually, we did the other side. You felt it all the way down through your ribs and everything else. That's a huge lever arm that's assessing and empowering the spine to work.
Yeah, so it's not just stretching, you know, my arm. It is the whole
kinematic chain, as we call it. The whole structure is being realigned.
And these methods that you're using are also helping people, stroke patients. You even have pediatric.
We have torticollis, which is wry neck. Which
is when the little baby's neck gets so out of kilter.
Yes, and cerebral palsy. And it's just phenomenal. You know, I'm an orthopedic, which I do a lot of spine, right? But what we found out is we began taking this into other settings and having significant improvements that were faster than typical therapy.
Now, this kind of therapy as well, even if you don't have specific pains or any kind of injury, can you be doing these exercises to prevent those?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things is performance enhancement, right? So we'll do this with athletes, high-end athletes that again, you had lots of great motion in your arms, but they're going to have great motion and great strength too. And we have to figure out where they've got their tightness or where they've got the lack of strength, and just go to the other side or go to another part of the body, and their performance just goes through the roof. So we can gain 2 inches on somebody's high jump that's been trained already and come in and change it.
Oh my gosh, it's just really fascinating. As you said, you could talk, but when you do,
yes,
I encourage you to go to our website and see some of these other segments that Tom has done with us, because it really is quite astonishing, just what you did in a matter of 10 minutes.
Thank you.
So, all right, so go see what we're talking about at mycarolinatoday.com with Total Motion Physical Therapy. Tom, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.